Well, hello everyone, Texie88 here, and welcome to another review. And now we're taking a look at a game called Crossfire, which is, I'm looking at the ZX Spectrum version, released by Atlantis Software in 1989 and created by a man named Chris Edwards. Now, what prompted me to give this a whirl is that on the Saturday just gone, which was on the 5th of June 2021, YouTuber Novabug, who normally does Amstrad live games testing on such Saturdays, one of the games he tested was the Amstrad CPC version of Crossfire, and something about it roused suspicions within me after he mentioned about the graphics looking a bit basic for the CPC's color capabilities, and seeing this demo mode going on, it does seem as if that was to a certain extent a differently coloured Spectrum port. Differently coloured it may have been, but it still, to me, even before I saw this, had Spectrum port written all over it. Now, in the case of the Spectrum, you can understand the graphics being a bit on the limited side because of the limitations of the visual hardware that the Spectrum has. But it is a shame that it was another case of the CPC getting lumbered with another specky port. But enough of that. So let's see how this plays. And unfortunately, because it defaults to joystick, I have to wait for this wretched demo mode to finish. I can't just quit back to the menu all by myself, which is a bit stupid. And another thing's confusing. It says there J to select joystick, but one of the options there is keyboard. Now, let me ask you a question. If you're going into a menu option that says select joystick, you don't expect keyboard to be one of the choices. You'd expect that to be a separate main menu option, not a sub-menu in something that's not even remotely related. Now, the keyboard controls are just the standard QAOPM, so enter name, press E. Oh, for goodness sake. And I've said it once and I've said it again. I'm on a computer. A computer has a keyboard. I should not have to do this tedious keying in letter by letter, having to use the movement and fire to move it. I mean, if I was on a console, fair enough, but I'm not. There is no excuse why I couldn't have just been able to type my name in normally. And why I had to wait for it to port before I could select. Okay, level 1, downtown Chicago. This is downtown Chicago, is it? Looks more like suburbs somewhere in the middle of nowhere. So, oh god, I've been shot. So what you got to do is shoot what you believe to be enemies and not shoot the innocent civilians. Right, that guy's in Barry because that's the guy that just shot me. And if you don't shoot them in time, they shoot you and cost you a life. So I'm definitely going for the ones that have guns. Oh, that doesn't look like someone who's... Oh, I'm having so much fun. I mean, come on, I know this is a... Oh god, the blooming crosshair moves a bit quickly. So I shot a civilian or two there. Trouble is it came down so quickly I didn't get a chance to look. Level 2. I mean, I know this is it looks like it was released for £1.99 when it first came out, so it's never a full price game, but still, this is pretty boring. Oh, they get him and him. Ooh, hit detection is a bit generous. But yeah, the Amstrad CPC version that I saw Novabug playing on Saturday was clearly a Spectrum port. Bloody hell! That crosshair moves too quickly. I couldn't get to that guy on the left in time because I was having too much of a faff with those other two that were in the windows on the right. Oh God, I didn't think that guy looked quite the same as those others. Well, he's got a gun, so that's. Oh, the blooming. Hey, I keyed in my name. Why is my name not appearing on that gravestone? You failed to clear up old Chicago. It doesn't even look like new Chicago, never mind old Chicago. I mean, that's not an insult to Chicago. I mean, this honestly does not look like downtown Chicago. I've seen pictures of downtown Chicago, and funny enough, they didn't look anything like this. So please don't take it personally. Oh, God. You've got a time limit to the last out before you get awarded at the end of a level. Oh, dear me. I'm so bored already. I mean, I know it's a budget title. Couldn't they put a bit more to it than this? I mean, when I reviewed Cop Out, that came out a few years earlier, and even that was more interesting than this. Oh dear. And if Chicago's supposedly under siege, why are there people outside peering behind fences like shit? Wouldn't they have been asked to stay indoors for their own safety? Man. Sound effects aren't exactly interesting. No! Oh, for goodness sake! That crosshair moves too fast. It's hard to. It's so hard to get to people in time when you're trying to faff around because it moves too fast. Ugh, 2 lives left. I'm not going to continue after this, I don't think. Stay at home. For goodness sake, there's been siege of some kind going on, and you're poking your heads out, just waiting to be gunned down. Perfect shooting, so at level 3 with 2 lives left. God alive. Oh, too fast again. Nah, I'm really not enjoying this. Again, some people might be saying you're being a bit harsh on a game that was released on budget, but you've got to bear in mind that this was 1989, so there would have been a lot of previous full-price games that had been re-released on budget that would be far more fun to play than this. And in some cases, for even just £1 or £2 more. For level 4. Oh, God. for God's sake! I got shot. Oh, God. Controls of this blooming crosshair are so slippery. No! Bloody crosshair. You wanker! The crosshairs move too fast in this. It's one thing to have them fast so you can actually get from one side of the screen to the other like you need to in this stage, but if it's too fast and you keep going too far to one side and to fail to shoot someone in time, then that's a big problem. Oh, for God's sake. See, oh, for goodness sake. Oh, piss balls, last life. Oh, this is so dull. Slippery controls again. Oh, for God's sake. Thing is, when the controls are slippery as this, it really puts you into panic mode because you wonder if you're actually going to be able to stop the crosshair on people in time to shoot them. I've got another life. Oh, no. So you got to bear in mind which order they come up as well. Shit. Goodness me. Slippery controls again. Level 5 for the docks. Oh my goodness, it actually looks like the docks. That was a surprise. I was half expecting it to look like a pond. Oh damn, I think I just shot an innocent. Oh God, this is really all it is, isn't it? SS Lubrica. Logarithm. Oh, for goodness sake. Slippery controls. Oh, freaking! I just gained another life and then lost it again. Oh God! And again, if this is all under siege, what's with all these innocent people? Oh God! That didn't look like one last life. Oh. Sometimes colour, the attribute limitations can occasionally make it a bit hard to see key details, like different types of hats, which those enemies that I just shot there wear, and whether or not someone's carrying a gun. Not all the time, admittedly, but occasionally you get things like the hat of one of those gangsters blending in a bit too well with the background. Again, a slight problem with the Spectrum's attribute limitations. Oh, damn it. Oh, goodness me, this is boring beyond belief. Oh, God. Boring and annoying because of these stupid, slippery controls. No, why didn't... I shot 2 civilians. Got another life. Oh dear me, this is so boring. Level 6. there's not enough variety in the enemies either. I've seen literally only 2 types that are the ones you need to shoot. And once you've figured that out, which really won't take long, you're left with a very empty game. Oh dear me. Oh, for God's sake. God, I nearly missed him. Oh, these slippery controls. Nope, nope. Oh, God, he had a gun and he missed that. Oh dear. Oh, I killed 1 civilian. Oh dear, this is really dull. Level 7. Oh God, you don't get as long to shoot them in this. Oh, how are you meant to get over there with these slippery controls? Coupled with the... Oh God. Again, why is my name not on that gravestone? He was a great cop, a Superman. You failed to clear up old Chicago. Press fire to play again. I'll pass, thanks. So that was Crossfire for the ZX Spectrum. So, as well as the CPC version that I mentioned Novabug looked at earlier, it also came out for the Commodore 64. Graphics, pretty bland. I mean, there's some nice use of colour, but there's not nearly enough variation with the people types, so it does get a bit repetitive. That doesn't help with the repetitive nature of the game. Can't really say much about the animation because it isn't really worth speaking of. Literally, the only animation is when people come up from cover, go down into cover if they're innocent people, and guns being shot, and them turning into puffs of smoke when you shoot them. Apart from that, it's not really anything to get excited about. Sound. Well, apart from the sound it makes when you shoot your guns, and that the twee sound it makes on menu selections, or when you gain a life, there is, again, that's not really anything to get excited about. I played Codemasters games that were about the same price, or not much more, that had more interesting sound effects than this, even on the 48K Spectrum. Gameplay, dull and repetitive. That's all I can really say. It's, even for a game costing $1.99, you're going to get bored of this really quickly. You'll probably play it once or twice and then never play it again because it's that boring. So I'm going to give Crossfire for the ZX Spectrum 4 out of 10. I mean, it would have got lower if it were a full price product, but even at a budget price, there would have been far more enjoyable things to go for around the same sort of price. So I hope you enjoyed that video. Catch you on another video soon. Texie88 out.